Hello and welcome back to the second part of the competency based questions at Pooja's Physics Planet. We have already done question 10 in the first part. Now we start with question number 11. Sumit, a teenager, enjoys playing his music loudly. However, his grandmother consistently lowers the volume underline of the music player. Analyze the wave to identify which characteristic of the wave has been altered when the grandmother reduces the volume. Now please understand, volume is loudness, and loudness is given by intensity. The word may be intensity, or it is given by amplitude. Intensity is proportional to amplitude. What is amplitude in this graph? Amplitude means the height of the graph. This is amplitude. So, analyze the wave to identify which characteristic of wave has been altered when the grandmother reduces the volume. The length QR should become less. The length QR should become less because the height, this height gives the amplitude of the wave, and amplitude is a characteristic of loudness. If he says pitch or shrillness of a sound has to be changed, then it has to be the frequency which should be altered. And who gives the frequency? That is your PS. This, if it is tighter the graph, more is frequency, and hence the shriller is the sound if this is tight, right? And if it is high, that means loud is the sound. And if the waveforms are different, something like this, then the quality or timbre is different. Got it? So the answer is the length QR becomes less. Coming to question number 12, what you should know. He has given you mass as 10 grams, quantity of heat supplied 120 joule, and rise in temperature is 10 degrees centigrade. Two formulae that you should know. I have done it in my calorimetry video also. Heat is C dash delta T, where C dash is heat capacity or thermal capacity. Yeah, Q is MC delta T, where C is specific heat capacity. So from here, if you see, what is heat capacity? What is heat capacity? It is Q by delta T. So the unit should be joule per Kelvin or joule per degree centigrade. From here, what is specific heat? Q by M delta T. So it's joule per kg per Kelvin. Joule per kg per Kelvin or joule per kg per degree centigrade. Right? Now, if you look at the assertion, the statement A, the heat capacity of the substance is 12 joule per gram. You put it here, you get 120 joule over 10 degrees centigrade. You get it as 12. He's played it very smartly. You get it as 12, but the unit is joule per degree centigrade or joule per Kelvin, which is not there. Look at the unit, circle the unit. It's joule per gram, which is wrong. So statement A is false. Specific heat capacity, he is calculating it. 120 joule over 10 gram, 10 degrees centigrade. So that comes out to be 1.2 joule per gram per degree centigrade or 1.2 joule per gram per Kelvin. But this change in temperature can be 10 Kelvin also. It's one and the same thing. Change of temperature is same. So statement B is true. Statement A is false because you have to look at the units. Right? Now coming to question number 13. He has given you the resistivity of gold is 2.1 10 raised to power minus 8 ohm meter, and resistivity of platinum is 10.5 10 raised to power minus 8 ohm meter. So you look at this resistivity is almost, this is 5 times more than this. Now what is he saying? Resistance. What is resistance? It's rho L by A. And he says 5 meters of platinum wire if I take 5 meter of platinum, right? So 5 meters of platinum will have same resistance as 1 meter. Can it be same? You tell me. This is 5 meter by A. This is 1 meter by A, and these are different. These two are also different. And he's saying length also you take different. Can the answer be same? No. Statement A is false. Then in the second statement again he says R is rho L by 1 centimeter radius means pi into 1 ka square, pi r square. This is area, not radius. Okay. Here R is rho L by 5 centimeter radius, 5 square. If the rows are different and this is also different, can you see? Then the same resistance will come? No, it will not come. Check here. This is 2.1 into 10 raised power minus 8. I am dividing it by our platinum. It is 10.5 10 raised power minus 8 L by pi into 5 का square. यहाँ 5 का square हो गया बेटा, 5 times नहीं है, 25 times हो गया ये. So you cancel it out. You will see this is 1 over 5 from the resistivity ratio. But this 5 square goes up. So it's still 5. The ratio of gold and platinum is 5 times. It's not same. Had it been area 5 times, then it would have been same. But it is not area. It is the radius that is being 5 times, which gets the area to be 25 times. So both statement A and statement B are incorrect. If you look at the answer key, they have written for 13th, they have written right option. They have written 13D. But misprint is that both statements A and B are correct. That word is misprinted. Option is B. Both A and B statements are incorrect. Right? Check it out. Next, we come to question number 14. It is assertion reason type. A switch will serve the purpose of making and breaking a circuit when it is connected in neutral wire? Yes. Even if you connect the switch in the neutral wire and you switch it off, current will not flow. Current requires a complete circle. So you break it, you break the circuit by switching it off in neutral wire, no current will flow. This assertion is true. Beta, current will not flow. But we never put switch in the neutral wire because even if current will not flow, your device will be at high potential. So if you touch the off device also, it will be at high potential. You may get a shock. So we don't put switch in the neutral wire because then the device will be at higher potential and when you touch it, you may get a shock. But there will be no current flowing. This statement is true. Switch will serve the purpose of making and breaking the circuit. Very nice, very correct. Although it is dangerous. But the statement is, assertion is correct. Neutral wire is at zero potential is again correct. Neutral wire is at zero potential. Earth wire is at zero potential. But because neutral wire is at zero potential, therefore switch will serve as purpose? No. So assertion is true. Reason is true. But the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. So your answer will be B part. Coming to question number 15. You have to understand the winding. I don't know if you have understood the windings before, but please understand. If you can see this wire going up from here, but you cannot see this wire coming back, तो इसका मतलब वो पीछे से है. Look at this. Can you see this wire coming up? आगे से दिख रही है. And then it goes around one twice. Can you see this wire? No. अब ये पीछे छुप गई है, पीछे से आ रही है. Can you see this? तो जो वायर आपको नहीं दिखती और पीछे से नीचे आ रही है वो पीछे हो गई, और जो पूरी वायर आपको दिख रही है, देखो ये वाली आपको अब पीछे से दिख रही है, आगे से तो चली गई पीछे, अब ये पीछे से नीचे आ रही है, और जो पूरी दिखती है वो आगे से ऊपर जाती है. राइट. एंड ही इज सेइंग A and C are connected to positive terminals. Let's see if A is connected to positive and C is also connected to positive. What will happen? ये पॉजिटिव पे है तो यहां से करंट ऐसे ऊपर जाएगा. तो बेटा साइड से सोचिएगा, यहां से करंट ऊपर गया है ऐसे, तो इधर से अगर मैं देखूं, this is what? This is anti-clockwise. So this is north, this is south. Then इसमें भी पॉजिटिव है तो इसमें भी ये नॉर्थ ये साउथ हो जाएगा. So every time you have to imagine this, right? So how do you get it? This is north, this is south, this is north, this is south. They will be attracting each other. They will be attracting each other. B and C are connected to positive. Now if B is positive, C is positive, then what will happen? A is negative, करंट ऐसे है तो ग्लास में ऐसे आगे को आ रहा है, ये क्लॉकवाइज हो गया तो ये साउथ, ये नॉर्थ, और ये नॉर्थ है, ये रिपल्शन है. C part, A and D are connected to positive. A is positive, C is, A and D are positive. तो इधर से ऊपर है, इधर से नीचे है. आप इसी साइड से देखिए, फिर आगे से ऐसे जा रहा है क्लॉकवाइज, तो ये एंटी क्लॉकवाइज हो गया, ये नॉर्थ, ये साउथ. इसमें क्लॉकवाइज है तो ये साउथ, ये नॉर्थ. अगेन लास्ट वन, A and D are connected to negative. A and D, that means A is connected to negative, B to positive, D is connected to negative, so C is positive. नेगेटिव में नीचे आना है, इसमें ऊपर. तो जब ये ऊपर गया मेरे ग्लास में तो आपको एंटी क्लॉकवाइज दिख रहा है, और नीचे आया तो क्लॉकवाइज दिख रहा है. अब यहाँ नीचे आ रहा है तो ये क्लॉकवाइज है. क्लॉकवाइज इज साउथ पोल, ये नॉर्थ, ये नॉर्थ, ये साउथ. आप बताइए किसमें अट्रैक्शन हो रही है, ए में, बी में, सी में या डी में? आप अपने आप देख के बता सकते हो कि सिर्फ ए पार्ट में अट्रैक्शन है, राइट? सो ओनली ए ऑप्शन इज राइट बिकॉज दे आर अनलाइक पोल्स. ऑल अदर पोल्स आर लाइक, दे विल रिपेल. Coming to question number 16, you have 4 equations and you have to see which of them is correctly balanced. This is the simplest thing you can do बेटा. ऊपर वालों का टोटल लेफ्ट और राइट में इक्वल होना चाहिए, नीचे वालों का टोटल लेफ्ट और राइट में इक्वल होना चाहिए. तो ये देखिए q माइनस 5 और 4 कितना हो गया, q माइनस 5 प्लस 4 कितना हो गया, ये तो q माइनस 1 हो गया, सेम आ रहा है. नीचे देखते हैं, p माइनस 3 प्लस 2 कितना हो गया, ये तो p माइनस 1 हो गया, जो p माइनस 5 नहीं है. सो ए ऑप्शन इज नॉट देयर. नेक्स्ट अगेन राइट हैंड साइड देख लीजिए, q माइनस 4 प्लस 0 is q minus 4. This is same, very good. But what about the other one? P minus 5 plus minus 1. P minus 5 plus minus 1. That becomes P minus 6. And here it is P minus 4. Again next see. Q minus 5 plus 4 is Q minus 1. This is same. These are called mass numbers. They are same. But what about the bottom part? P minus 7 plus 2. You have to add the 2 with their signs. So this becomes P minus 5. Q minus 1, P minus 5. Very good. Correct. पर यहाँ रुक नहीं जाना एग्जाम में, चारों चेक करने हैं. राइट? अगला देखिए, Q minus 4 plus 0 is Q minus 4. बेटा ये 2 times 0 है, but 2 times 0 is 0 only. नीचे ध्यान से, यहाँ बैठा है, Google is here. P minus 5 plus P minus 5 plus, you don't say minus 1 को ऐड कीजिए, यहाँ minus 1 को ही ऐड किया है. यहाँ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, 2 बीटा पार्टिकल्स हैं, so this will be plus minus 2. So what is P minus 5 minus 2? That is P minus 7. So this is also correct. Both C and D are correct and that option is D part, 16 D part. ये ना हो सी देख के फटाफट ओनली सी लिख के आ जाओ, चारों चेक करने हैं फिर लिखना है. राइट? नाउ इन दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 which is from the sound chapter, you should understand you are not concerned with the level of water. This is closed organ pipe which is air pipe. So this length you have to see, this length. This is the length which you have to see, the length of the air column. Write down, write down. Longer the air column, please remember, longer the air column. This air column, not water column, I'm not saying water column. Longer the air column, lower the frequency. Remember this, longer the air column, lower is the frequency. And in this case, in tuning folks, you should understand, shorter the prongs. These are the prongs. Shorter the prongs, more is the frequency. Shorter the prongs, more is the frequency. These two things you have to remember बेटा, और भी बहुत तरह से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. So longer the air column, lower the frequency. Shorter the prongs, more is. Longer prongs heavy हो जाते हैं, उनको हिलने में प्रॉब्लम होती है, ऐसे रट्टा मार लो. Right? तो फिर अब आप देखिए यहां पर किसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी सबसे कम होगी, जिसका एयर कॉलम सबसे ज्यादा है. फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ P विल बी लेस देन फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ R विल बी लेस देन फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ Q. और इधर शॉर्टर की ज्यादा है तो लॉन्गर की कम होगी. फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ N इज लेस देन फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ M इज लेस देन फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ L. अगर ये दो कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं आते फिर ये क्वेश्चन हो ही नहीं सकता है, और अगर आते हैं तो 1 सेकेंड का है. राइट तो क्या होगा, L विल मैच विद Q. रेजोनेंस कब आएगी, जब दोनों की फ्रीक्वेंसी सेम होगी. उसकी हायर और उसकी हायर वाले की सेम, उसकी लोअर और उसकी लोअर वाले की सेम. तो L विद Q, R विद M एंड P विद N. चेक कर लीजिए, दिस इज ऑप्शन डी. प्लीज रिमेंबर दीज टू कॉन्सेप्ट्स. दे कैन बी अप्लाइड इन द क्वेश्चन पेपर डिफरेंटली ऑल्सो. राइट, D answer. D is your answer here. Question number 18. Three metals A, B, C. Three metals A, B, C. ऐसे ही सोचिएगा, वहां लिख के सोचिएगा. Have they are supplied with same quantity of heat. Underline, पेपर में अंडरलाइन कीजिएगा same quantity of heat. इसका मतलब अगर इसको Q मिली है, इसको भी Q मिली है, इसको भी Q मिली है. They are supplied with same quantity of heat. Their masses are in the ratio 2:3. Masses, mass of A, mass of B, mass of C, they are not equal. They are in the ratio 2:3:4. And they show same rise in temperature. अगर A में डेल्टा T हुआ है तो B में भी डेल्टा T हुआ है तो C में भी. You write this in the paper. वरना आप गलत कर दोगे. जैसे मैंने लिखा है कि ये सब गिवन है मुझे. आप देखो बहुत चालाक है फिजिक्स पेपर सेटर्स. Then the ratio of their थर्मल कैपेसिटी को क्लाउड में डाल लो. थर्मल कैपेसिटी अभी पीछे बताया मैंने. व्हाट इज थर्मल कैपेसिटी? Q इज C डैश डेल्टा T. सो थर्मल कैपेसिटी इज Q बाय डेल्टा T. इसमें मास का कोई रोल होता ही नहीं है. यूं ही कंफ्यूज करने को दे दिया कि तुम्हें लगेगा Q भी है, M भी है, डेल्टा T भी है, C पूछा है, तुम Q इज MC डेल्टा T लगा के लगे हुए हो करने. नहीं, देखो क्या पूछा है. थर्मल, बाद में नहीं कहना मैंने तो पढ़ा ही नहीं, मुझे तो दिखा ही नहीं. थर्मल कैपेसिटी पूछा है. थर्मल कैपेसिटी का फॉर्मूला Q बाय डेल्टा T होगा. Q सब में सेम है, डेल्टा T सब में सेम है, तो थर्मल कैपेसिटी सबकी सेम होंगी. राइट, मास उसमें आता ही नहीं है. सो द आंसर इज ए पार्ट 1:1:1. Please be smart when you attempt your physics paper. Keep your cool and read and write. Only then you will get the answers. ठीक है, ये नहीं स्पेसिफिक ही ढूंढने बैठ जाओ. ठीक है. Coming to question number 19th. The above diagram shows different copper conductors. Underline copper conductors of diameters D and 2D and lengths L and 2L or whatever multiples of L. The increasing order of their resistances will be. Underline. Different copper conductors हैं पर यू हैव टू फाइंड देयर रेजिस्टेंस. प्लीज बी श्योर यहाँ रेजिस्टेंस वर्ड हो. अगर यहाँ होता स्पेसिफिक रेजिस्टेंस तो सबकी सेम होती, बिकॉज सारे कॉपर के हैं. तो स्पेसिफिक रेजिस्टेंस और रेजिस्टेंस में ध्यान रखना है. स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी और हीट कैपेसिटी में ध्यान रखना है. व्हाट इज ही आस्किंग, वो इसी में खेल जाएगा आपसे. यहाँ रेजिस्टेंस पूछ रहा है तो ध्यान रखिए. रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ ए, रो मान लीजिए रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ कॉपर है, रो L बाय एरिया होता है. एरिया क्या होता है? पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4. पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4. डी इज द डायामीटर. कितना डायामीटर? 2D. ठीक है, रेडियस होता तो पाई आर स्क्वायर, डायामीटर है तो पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4. डी कितना है? 2D है यहाँ पर. ठीक है, यहाँ पर रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ बी कितनी आ जाएगी? रो 2L बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4. यहाँ रेजिस्टेंस कितनी है? रो 2L बाय पाई 2D स्क्वायर बाय 4. राइट, और यहाँ रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ डी कितना आ जाएगा? रो L बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4. तो आप देखिए सब में से अगर मैं रो L बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर अलग कर लूं, रो L बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर, रो L बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर, यहां भी रो L बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर अलग कर लूं, कौन कौन सा फैक्टर बचेगा वो आपको बता देगा. ध्यान से देखिए, ये 2 का स्क्वायर और 4 कट गया, यहाँ 1 आया, यहाँ 4 ऊपर जाएगा, 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई होके 8 आएगा. यहाँ 2 स्क्वायर के साथ 4 कट गया तो यहाँ 2 आएगा. यहाँ पर ये 4 ऊपर आके 4 हो जाएगा. सब में रो पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4 तो आया ही है, बट दिस इज 1 टाइम्स, दिस इज 8 टाइम्स, दिस इज ट्वाइस, दिस इज 4 टाइम्स. So what will be the correct answer? Minimum resistance, increasing order, increasing. So minimum is RA, then comes RC, then comes RD, then comes RB. So option B is correct. A is less than C is less than D is less than B. अगर resistance पूछेंगे तो. Question number 20. You can see the diagram. The diagram shows magnificent dome of Gol Gumbaz at Bijapur. A boy standing at A whispers and it is clearly heard at B across the dome. Boy is standing here, kind of a circle, है ना? Boy is standing here, this is A. And इधर कोई, the other boy is hearing it. ऐसे जा रहा है sound, जैसा भी जा रहा है sound. Now he says, speed of sound is 330. Distance traveled by the sound, X and Y. कुछ ऐसा डायग्राम सा बना हुआ है. यहाँ से ऊपर जाता है फिर नीचे आता है. डोम इधर से उधर, यहाँ से वहां जा रहा है साउंड. So he says distance traveled by the sound must be less than 33 meters. No, he is confusing you. ये जो कंडीशन होती है, ऐसी कोई कंडीशन होती है, वो एको के लिए होती है. एको मीन्स ए कुछ बोला, साउंड गया, टकरा के वापस आया, वो कम से कम 33 मीटर होना चाहिए. 17 मीटर्स गोइंग, 17 मीटर्स कमिंग. वो तब होता है बेटा, ये एको की कंडीशन है, वो तब होगा व्हेन ए इज विस्परिंग एंड ए इज ओनली हियरिंग बैक. तो एको का टॉपिक ही तब आता है. ये तो ए ने बोला, बी ने सुना, मैं बोल रही हूँ, तुम सुन रहे हो, मैं बोल रही हूँ, कोई भी सुने, किसी भी डिस्टेंस पे, यहाँ बैठा तो भी सुन जाएगा, वहां बैठा उसको भी सुन रहा है, क्लास में सारे बच्चों को सुन रहा है, मैं बोल रही हूँ. तो गेटिंग इट? ये कंडीशन आपको कंफ्यूज कर रही है, ये एको वाले क्वेश्चंस में आनी है, यहाँ नहीं कि ए ने बोला बी ने सुना, इसमें एको है ही नहीं. सो असर्शन ए इज फॉल्स. हाँ, अगला जो है साउंड रिफ्लेक्टेड. बेटा यहाँ रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है ऐसा कुछ, यहाँ तो वापस ही नहीं आ रहा. अगर आता साउंड रिफ्लेक्टेड विद इन 0.1 सेकेंड इज नॉट हर्ड बाय ह्यूमंस, ये एको में आता है. दिस इज परसिस्टेंस ऑफ हेयरिंग, कि अगर कोई साउंड मैंने बोला और मेरे पास वापस 0.1 सेकेंड से पहले आ गया, then it is not heard by my ear. That is why we say at least 1/10 of a second is required. So reason is a true statement, but it is not the reason of assertion, and because assertion also itself is false. So your option is D. Coming to question number 21. A magnetic compass is present on a small table very close to the wall in a room. You know magnetic compass always points in the north-south direction if there is no other magnetic field around, right? And secondly, every current carrying wire produces a magnetic field around it. So there was a magnetic compass present on a small table. A man enters the room, switches on the air conditioner fitted near the ceiling. उसी wall की ceiling पर AC है, उसने on कर दिया. He observes that the needle in the compass shows immediate deflection. Identify the most probable reason. Needle in the compass, if it is showing deflection, that means there must be a magnetic field now there other than Earth's magnetic field. Now where have you studied magnetic field is produced? In your 10th class, where have you studied? You studied only that a current carrying wire produces a magnetic field. So A part, air blowing in the room. No, compass is not deflected by air blowing in the room. C part, vibrations are produced when the man starts talking to his wife. No, that will not produce any deflection. Vibrations were produced due to file in his hand that fell on the ground. इन सब vibrations से या air से compass को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. It is a magnetic compass. It is only deflected by another magnetic field. So the correct answer will be current starts flowing through AC wire concealed in the adjacent wall. So as the current is growing, initially current was 0, now the current has started in the wire. So there will be magnetic field produced. So B is the correct answer. Coming to question number 22. You have two substances A and B. So you can say mass of A is equal to mass of B. It is given. Two substances A and B have same mass. बेटा जो भी सेम डिफरेंट दिया उसको अंडरलाइन करते जाइए ताकि पता हो. दे हैव सेम मास. सब्सटेंस ए हैज हायर स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी. स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी Ca is more than Cb. Specific heat capacity. What consequences would you expect when these substances are subjected to Same amount of heat energy. Again, same heat is given. Here also Q, here also Q. Both are given the same heat. Now what is the formula for Q? Given to A and Q given to B. He's saying same heat is given. That means mass of A, C of A, delta T of A is equal to mass of B, C of B and delta T of B. Are you getting it? Because the heats are same, so MC delta T will be same because he's talking about specific heat capacity. But the masses being equal, we can cancel out. So which of them, delta TA or delta TB? It becomes CB by CA. But you know CA is greater than CB. तो CB by CA क्या हो गया? Less than 1. इसका मतलब temperature of change of A and temperature change of B is less than 1. That means the temperature change of A will be less than temperature change of B. प्रॉपर कीजिएगा, फिजिक्स है, ओरली नहीं होगा, गलत हो जाएगा, करके ही देखना है. Substance A will experience smaller temperature change than substance B. True. Your A part is true. But read the other options also. Substance A will experience larger change in temperature. No. Both substance will experience same temperature change. No. Either of them can show a greater change in temperature as the temperature change depends on factors other than specific heat. No. So the only correct answer is A, that the substance A will experience a smaller temperature change than substance B. Question number 23. A student traces the path of ray of light. Beta, this is a prism, right? And a ray of light is incident on it. Please make the original path. It should have gone like this. Original path is must in all your light diagrams. Now what will happen? This is normal. It is going from rarer to denser, so it will bend a little bit towards the normal. So it's bending a little towards the base. Towards the base doesn't mean bending towards the base. As compared to original path, it has bent towards the base. So this is angle R1. Now what will happen at the other end? Other end, it is like this. It was supposed to go like this straight had it been all glass. But it is going from rarer to denser to rarer. It will bend away from the normal. बेटा हम जनरली इसको R2 कहते हैं, जब लाइट इधर से आती है तो इसको I2 कहते हैं या इमर्जेंट एंगल कहते हैं. नॉर्मल डायग्राम्स में ये होता है. इस क्वेश्चन में क्या डिफरेंट है वो आप सुनो. द फर्स्ट एनालिसिस दैट ही डिड, द फर्स्ट कंक्लूजन, ऑन एंटरिंग द प्रिज्म द लाइट रे बेंड्स towards its base. Yes, because it has to come closer to the normal. One is true. Light ray suffers refraction at point of incidence. Bilkul, it is coming from rarer to denser. And at the point of emergence while passing through the prism. Yes, here from rarer to denser, here from denser to rarer. An emergent ray bends at certain angle to the direction of incident ray. If I produce this backwards, if I produce this emergent ray backwards, emergent ray को पीछे ले जाइए, incidence को आगे ले जाइए, this angle which this make, this angle is called delta, the angle of deviation. So 1, 2, 3 all are right. What is the fourth statement? While emerging from the prism, here he says concentrate here, the angle of refraction is less than angle of incidence at that surface. But he is talking from when he is going from inside to outside. So when he is going from inside to outside, here when it is emerging, then this जिसको हम generally R2 कहते हैं वो second angle of incidence हो गया और ये उसका second angle of refraction हो गया. तो refraction is in rarer, refraction has to be a larger angle. We generally don't call this as I and this as R because we assume light is coming from this side by principle of reversibility. But in this he is saying while emerging from the prism, so when it is emerging from the prism, this is I, this is R. I is in the denser, R is bending away from the normal, R is more. But he says angle of refraction is less, false. Fourth is false. 1, 2, 3 all are correct except the fourth one. So the answer is A part. In question number 24, a metal ball is whirled in a ring placed on the table. It is going like this. It's circular motion, right? So the diagram Q shows the motion of the ball after this ring is lifted. You have a ring in which the ball is moving, right? And you lift the ring. What will happen? Because it was moving like this, it was only because of the ring. If the ring is lifted, then every body has a tendency to move in straight line. Every body has a tendency to move in straight line. And he says when it will move like this. But if it is here and ring is lifted, it has a tendency to move like this, it will go here, right? But if it is here, then the velocity is here, so it has a tendency to go in this if your ring is lifted, right? And if it is here, so it was moving like this, instantaneous, and ring is lifted, it will go like this. And if it is here, instantly it was trying to go like this. So if the ring is lifted, it will go like this. Now you tell me which one suits this direction. This or this? Naturally the blue one. So the blue position, which is that position? That is position C. When it is here, it was trying to go like this and then turn around. So it will now not turn, go straight. Here so it was going like this and then turning. So it will never go in this direction. This will never go in this direction. This will never go in this. So your option is C part. Coming to question number 25. It's an assertion reason question. Sometimes the sky appears reddish in the evening. Yes, true. We all have seen the sky is reddish in the evening so many times. So assertion is true. Now why it is happening? He's saying red being longer in wavelength. This is correct. Remember, red has longest wavelength. Till here he is true. Red being longer in wavelength scatters more than the other colors. This is false. This is false. Because red has longest wavelength, it scatters the least. Those who have, the scattering is inversely proportional to lambda. Those who have longer wavelength scatter less. Blue has minimum wavelength, violet has minimum wavelength, indigo has minimum wavelength. That is why it is scattering and you get the sky blue color. So, assertion is true, but the reason red being longer in wavelength scatters more, no, red doesn't scatter more, right? This is false.